everyone, welcome to the SCAGO in collaboration with Canadian Blood Services and Roots Community Service Brampton Blood Drive. Come along with us as we discuss the importance of diverse donors and blood donations within the sickle cell community. Make sure you register for the SCAGO PFL number and have a great time today. So we have our Sickle Cell Awareness Group of Ontario's Partners for Life team. So our PFL number is right here. Scan it so you can be a part of our PFL number list so that whenever you donate, you are supporting a member of the sickle cell community, as well as go around all our booths so you can get yourself stamped. And what do we get with that? We get raffle tickets, and we get to win a lot of cool and really nice prizes. So if you want to win a prize and you want to learn more about the different booths that we have here, make sure that you guys go around, you get them all stamped, and you get yourself a ticket.
Hi everyone, my name is Zaina Shea. I'm from TMU, the Black Medical Student Association, and honestly, we're just so happy to be here, happy to support our community. We're in Brampton, we're situated close to Bramalea City Center, and honestly, just grateful to be a part of this community, be able to support and be a part of such a great initiative.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Trudy McFarland, and I'm the Interim Associate Dean of Black Flourishing in Medicine and Healthcare at the new TMU School of Medicine. We're here advocating for sickle cell anemia, and at TMU School of Medicine, we are really championing health equity in medicine and healthcare, and this is part of how we do it. Showing up, increasing awareness, advocating for causes such as these, and putting it into action. So I'm hoping to donate blood here today, and I hope if you have the ability, if you're willing, you're able and eligible to, we encourage you to come out and donate blood because it is life-saving and it can increase the lifeline for so many within our communities.
Hi, my name is Coco. I'm with the outreach team in CMHA. We deal with mental health. We offer different services regarding to mental health. We also help the homeless and unhoused community as well. And my partner Simone works with Heart Hub, and she will tell you what they do.
Hi, my name is Simone, and I'm from the Heart Hub. I'm the navigator for Heart Hub. We are the first response spot hub for mental health and addictions and community support. So we support anybody in the community that needs support or mental health addictions and homelessness.
Hi, so my name is Caron, and I am a community health ambassador, and we offer a wide range of health services from doctors, nurses, and social services. And here are a few of our programs that we offer, and all programs are funded.
Hello, my name is Becky, and I'm the Associate Director of the Volunteer Program at Campfire Circle. We serve kids with cancer and other serious illnesses, including sickle cell disease, and we're thrilled to be here today. We offer medically supported, camp-inspired programs all across Ontario, and we are a volunteer-supported organization.
Rexdale Community Health Centre is a community health centre funded by the Ontario government. Our mission is to improve lives through integrated healthcare, social supports, and community programming.
We are the Black Health and Social Services Hub, and we provide primary care, social services, and mental health and addiction support for the Black, African, and Caribbean communities in Peel Region.
Hi, so I'm Jamal. I'm a part of Roots Community Services. Roots Community Services is one of the 3 organizations running this event today, and we're a non-for-profit. We provide a lot of culturally relevant services for Black, African, and Black Caribbean communities in Peel and Halton. Our programs and services, there's kind of a mix. So we provide quite a lot of things. One thing is that we do a lot of mental health services. There's counseling, there's therapy, all free of charge. And this is all for the catchment area in person, usually in the Peel and Halton Dufferin regions, but we get clients from outside of the country as well, because a lot of our services are very hybrid. So they can be online, in person, over the phone, really just meeting community members where they are. We have a lot of social well-being and community development programs as well. So a lot of them may range from support groups, right? Even right now, we're doing a tax clinic for free for those that are a part of low-income families, right? So we do a lot of service navigation supports as well and connect them to the services that they need. We do a lot of needs assessments too to see exactly what community members need, right? And we try to match that. So yeah, providing a lot of information here today. It's really important. Those that are going to be coming here today, this is really a prime opportunity to get to know Roots and all the other organizations, because there will be services for everybody.
Okay, so hi, this is Ashe Community Foundation for Black Canadians with Disabilities. It is a mouthful, but it is full of love. What we are more than anything trying to do is walk people through their disability journey. That can be from, things such as applying for certain benefits. That can be from having community members that relay the same experiences, experiencing education, and so forth. We do advocacy, research, as well as community events, programs, and education. So if you are interested or have a little bit of an inkling, please go to ashecommunityfoundation.com and check us out.
I think it's about taking care of the community. You never know who might need blood when. And, I just think it's important to support everybody, anybody.
I'm doing this because I can. It's an opportunity to give back. I've always been on the sideline, so I finally decided to step into the arena and make a difference.
Well, so I know for me, I have a sickle cell trait, right? So I know for a lot of people with sickle cell, they can really use the blood. So, why not?
Two reasons basically. One reason that my friend daughter's birthday today, and she passed away last year.
My name is Chloe, and I am the Communication Coordinator and the Project Lead at the Sickle Cell Awareness Group of Ontario. So before we get started, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the land that we are gathered on today. Now we're going to begin our guest speaker presentations, where you'll hear a number of incredibly inspiring voices from the sickle cell community who have been directly impacted by blood donation. We're going to hear perspectives from both patient and caregiver insights. We'll hear from advocates, a youth patient advocate, a physician and patient advocate, and also a caregiver experience. Throughout the event, from 12:30 to 3:30, we'll also have, as you can see, ongoing blood donation, food, networking, as well as activities taking place. We encourage you to take your time to visit all the community booths, participate by doing the passport, take as many photos as possible. We also have our photographer, so feel free to snap a couple photos with them. And toward the very end of the program, around 3 to 3:30, we'll be wrapping up with a raffle as well as closing remarks, so please stay tuned. So at this point, I'd like to invite Jamal Taylor, Community Development Officer at Roots Community Service, to bring up each of the speakers who will be presenting today.
Yay. Okay. Oh, actually. Okay. All right. Thank you, Chloe, for the introduction. Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are enjoying the event as well. So I'm Jamal. I'm the Community Development Officer for Roots Community Services. So as Chloe mentioned, we're going to be moving into the speaker presentations, where we'll be hearing from individuals with diverse experiences and perspectives, including patient voices, youth advocacy, clinical insight, and caregiver perspectives within the sickle cell community. Our first speaker is Anthony DeFore, a patient advocate.
Good afternoon. My name is Anthony DeFore, and I'm honored to speak to you today on behalf of two amazing organizations that are doing some extraordinary work, Canadian Blood Services and SCAGO. I want to start with a question. It's a pretty simple one at that, but I hope it's one that will stay with you for a long time after we leave this room today. When was the last time something you did, something that took less than an hour of your life, saved someone else's? That's the power of blood donation. Every single day in Canada, approximately 13,000 units of blood are needed. That means every minute, somewhere in this country, a patient, A child, a grandmother, a young father, someone's best friend is waiting. Waiting for a transfusion after an accident, waiting during surgery, waiting because their body simply cannot produce what it needs to survive. And yet, only 4% of eligible Canadians donate blood regularly. We can do better. We must do better. Now I want to speak directly and honestly about our Black and African community today, because this conversation is especially urgent for us. Sickle cell disease is a genetic blood disorder that disproportionately affects people of African, Caribbean, and Middle Eastern descent. In Ontario alone, thousands of individuals are living with sickle cell disease, and many of them require regular blood transfusions, not once, not twice, but potentially every 3 to 4 weeks, including myself. For the rest of their lives, just to manage this condition, they have to get blood to reduce the risk of strokes, organ damage, and early death. Here's what many people do not know about blood. Blood type compatibility goes deeper than A, B, O, and Rh factors. There are dozens of other things that are considered, such as markers, antigens, that must also match for transfusions to be safe and effective. And these markers are heavily influenced by ethnicity and ancestry. When a person with sickle cell disease receives blood that does not match on those deeper markers, their immune system can reject it. A dangerous complication called alloimmunization. It makes future transfusions even harder and puts lives at risk. The most compatible blood for people of African descent must come from a donor of African descent. This is not symbolism, this is not science, this is life and death. And yet, Black Canadians are significantly underrepresented among blood donors. There are many reasons for this: historical medical mistrust, lack of awareness, cultural barriers, and simply not being asked or welcomed into the conversation. SCAGO and CDS are working hard to change that. They're reaching into our communities, telling our stories, building trust, and making it clear that your blood is not just needed, it's irreplaceable. When you donate blood as a member of the African and Black community, you are not just giving a stranger a gift, you may be giving a lifeline to a child in your own neighborhood, a cousin you have not yet met, a member of your congregation at church, or a student at your child's school. So, what can you do today? First, if you're eligible, please donate. Visit blood.ca to find a donor center or mobile clinic near you. The process is safe. It takes about an hour, and the impact lasts a lifetime, someone else's lifetime. Second, spread the word. Talk about this at your dinner table, in your place of worship, on your social media. Representation in donor registries saves lives, and awareness is where it starts. Third, support SCAGO. Whether you're volunteering, donating, or simply learning about sickle cell disease, your involvement helps build a stronger safety net for families who are navigating this condition every single day.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tofa Olatunde. I was a member of SCAGO's Youth Empowerment Program this past cohort. With a lived experience of sickle cell disease, I recognize how crucial blood transfusions are. I'm grateful to the Sickle Cell Awareness Group of Ontario, Canadian Blood Services, and Roots Community Services for organizing this event. I've been given blood transfusions on at least 3 occasions. Once during my first year of high school, March 2020, right before COVID hit, and again in October 2022. All 3 instances, I was hospitalized due to pain crises caused by sickle cell. I received the transfusions because urgent therapy was needed. The first transfusion was done to prevent an acute chest crisis. I was put in the ICU for 24 hours to be monitored because I had gone in for a chest infection. In 2022, the doctors were concerned that I might be having a hemolytic crisis following the bone pain crisis. This means that I was losing red blood cells quicker than my body could replace them. The transfusions in 2022 stick out to me the most because I remember feeling so weak. It had been 2 or 3 days into my pain crisis, and I could barely think straight, let alone move. Having the blood transfusions didn't stop the crisis altogether, but the improvement was obvious. I regained my appetite, had a little more energy to move around, and was able to talk to family members. In all 3 occasions, I was thankful that the blood transfusions improved my health. Without the transfusions, my stays in the hospital would have been extended due to complications of sickle cell disease. I am blessed to have had only needed the transfusions in extreme circumstances, but many patients with sickle cell disease require regular blood transfusions. The therapeutic interventions are a critical part of our care. Blood transfusions help manage episodes such as acute pain and acute chest syndrome. I like to think of blood transfusions as magic potions that help my body heal itself. Every pain crisis wears down the body a little more each time, so transfusions reduce the stress that can sometimes cause irreparable complications. For the donors, blood transfusions will inconvenience you for an hour or 2. However, the transfusions are a game changer to patients with sickle cells such as myself. Thank you to everyone who has and will be donating blood. Thank you again to SCAGO, Canadian Blood Services, and Roots Community Services. You are all doing incredible work. Donating blood is a great way to give back to the community. Please take advantage of this opportunity.
Thank you so much for coming out today to really celebrate the giving of life to individuals with sickle cell disease. My name is Donnell Ivy, and as it was mentioned, I am an individual that lives with sickle cell disease, hemoglobin SS. When I was born in the early 1970s, the average life expectancy for an individual born with sickle cell disease was 8 to 10 years. Due to advances in our knowledge, our understanding of the disease, we have been able to really extend the life expectancy now for individuals living with sickle cell disease. One of the first strategies that was explored was individuals that were at risk of stroke. And the treatment for those individuals was chronic exchange transfusion, or chronic blood transfusions. But we still need individuals to donate today to help individuals with sickle cell disease. Giving blood allows individuals to experience a full and whole life. I was in my 3rd year at university when I experienced acute chest syndrome. That was the first time that I needed a blood transfusion in order to address my sickle cell disease. Now, I have been very fortunate that I benefited from a drug called hydroxyurea, a drug that is used to treat individuals with sickle cell disease and has been shown to be very effective. Unfortunately, not everyone can benefit from hydroxyurea the same way I did. And that's why continued blood transfusions are needed for individuals with sickle cell disease. The slogan of the Canadian Blood Services is, experience what you get when you give. And I would venture to change that just a little bit to say that, hey, as a community, we have to figure out how we support our own. So let us experience what we all get as Canadians when we give blood. I encourage everyone to give, as it was mentioned earlier by one of the speakers. There are individuals that still need exchange transfusions on a regular basis. And in most cases, we need individuals from that same ethnic and racial background to be donors. Unfortunately, the Black and African community in the United States are less likely to give than other communities. We have to figure out how do we break down those barriers and how do we get more individuals to give that gift of life. So I encourage everyone today to consider being a donor, to giving the gift of life to individuals in the sickle cell community. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Mary, and I've been introduced, I am the mother of a child who's living with sickle cell disease. She was diagnosed when she was just 4 months old. So today, because I'm a mother, I was hoping that we could have a bit of a mom-type conversation together. Nothing too formal, just a real conversation about something that affects families like mine. So let me start with a question. Does anyone know what today is? Yes, it's Palm Sunday. And if you're a Christian, you are 100% correct. But did you also know that today is International Mermaid Day? Yes, apparently today is the day to celebrate oceanography, celebrate imagination, folklore surrounding mermaids. So if anyone has a mermaid costume at home, today would be the day to wear it. Bonus question. Did you know that today is also Smoke and Mirrors Day? So on Smoke and Mirrors Day, people talk about illusions, magic tricks, and ideas that sometimes look normal on the surface, even when there's something more complicated happening behind the scenes. So I want to borrow the idea from Smoke and Mirrors Day to talk about sickle cell disease. So let me start by very simply saying, red blood cells, they carry oxygen to our bodies. So oxygen fuels our organs and tissues, and it keeps everything running smoothly. So if everybody could just take a minute and take a deep breath with me. That breath is oxygen. Red blood cells are the delivery system that's carrying it everywhere it needs to go. So in sickle cell disease, something happens inside those red blood cells. The hemoglobin that carries the oxygen behaves a little differently. When it releases the oxygen, the cells change their shape. So instead of being round and flexible, they become curved, like a crescent moon or a farmer's sickle. So that's where the name comes from. That awkward shape makes it harder for them to move through the tiny blood vessels. Sometimes these cells get stuck in the blood vessels. Sometimes they break apart early. Sometimes they simply cannot carry oxygen efficiently. So when that happens, less oxygen reaches tissues in the body. That can lead to severe pain episodes, organ damage, and complications like stroke. So this is where blood transfusions become incredibly important. When somebody with sickle cell disease receives donated blood, those healthy red blood cells mix into the bloodstream. They dilute the percentage of sickled cells and improve oxygen delivery. So healthy red blood cells can live up to about 120 days. Sickled cells may only last like 10 to 20 days. So transfusions, while they do not cure sickle cell disease, they are a vital, life-preserving intervention. So, getting back to Smoke and Mirrors Day. So imagine that the bloodstream is a stage where there is a magic show happening. The body is the magician. The red blood cells are the assistants carrying oxygen across the stage to different parts of the theater. But in sickle cell disease, many of those assistants become stiff and awkward. They trip, they fall, they block the stage, they get in each other's way. Suddenly, the show starts to fall apart. The audience, which in this case is the organs of the body, stop getting what they need. A blood transfusion is like that magician quietly bringing a group of highly skilled assistants from backstage. The stage suddenly fills with smooth, capable helpers, and the show starts running properly again. So to the audience, it might look like everything is fixed. The show looks normal again. The original problem has not disappeared, though. The new assistants are helping carry the performance for a while. The improvement is real, and it works because of the balance of the performers on the stage has changed, not because the disease itself has vanished. That's why regular blood donation matters so much. So today, I humbly am extremely honored to thank each of you that brings you here, for whatever reason that is. Your presence and your support today means so much. Showing up matters. Caring enough to listen matters. Learning more matters. Standing with families like mine, with individuals living with sickle cell disease, makes a real difference. Blood donations are not just helpful, they are life-saving. A single donor can help somebody breathe easier, avoid complications, simply get through another day with less pain. That's the real impact created by ordinary people taking time out of their day to do something incredibly generous. So even if you are not able to donate today, please know that you are still part of this effort and still part of the solution. Because awareness matters. Conversations matter. You all have friends, family members, colleagues, neighbors, a sphere of influence that may not have heard about sickle cell disease and may not have thought about blood donation. So please talk to them, invite them, bring them next time. Sometimes all it takes is one conversation or one invitation to bring a new donor into the community and cause a ripple effect.
Thank you so much, Mary.
Hello everyone, we're now going to move into our raffle draw. If you have a raffle ticket, please have it ready.
Oh, we have a winner! Yay! Do you want to switch?
Oh yeah, sure.
I think we're gonna do another roots.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you. Congrats.
There we go.
Thank you.
Okay, we have two more.
Two more of those and then. And our next winner is 334-90020.
Which one? Which? 3 or 25?
Thank you. There you go.
Tim Hortons on CBS.
334. Oh, okay, we got it.
Congratulations, your ticket?
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm manifesting this one for the students. It's tough out here. Okay. We have 334-90072. 334-90072. Do we have a winner? Are we looking to redraw? Sorry, it's not loud enough. Redraw? Maybe do blue. Okay, we have 23546-007. Yay, we have a winner! Let me see your ticket. Okay, thank you everyone. Congratulations to all our winners, and thank you to everyone who participated. On behalf of the Sickle Cell Awareness Group of Ontario, Roots Community Services, and Canadian Blood Services, we would like to sincerely thank you all for joining us today, and for being part of this meaningful event. Your presence, participation, and support truly makes a difference in advancing awareness and supporting individuals living with sickle cell disease.